Welcome back, Dot Nation. Here's last week's recap.
If you listening to this segment here, just know if you've heard the song, you already know what we're talking about. If you have not heard the song, then you gotta listen to the power and the magnitude of her vocal abilities, the songwriting abilities that she has, the artist abilities that she has, bringing you into her world. That was something that was so special about each one of the songs. And we were very sure not to bump into ourselves song to song. So no one, the song sounds alike.
No.
So everything is different. And again, this being the first song says a lot, you know, about what the album has in store.
I think it says it's going to be good, soulful, R&B. It's going to be, we said this throughout making this, that I wanted it to be new but feel familiar.
Right.
And what we started feels new. It is new, but it feels familiar. And that's what I really love about what we started and the album period, but just this song in particular. I was crazy about it because it was like everything that I love about all the songs I grew up with, but it was nothing I ever heard before. You know, that's what made it really special. What's your favorite line from this song that I wrote? And I'll tell you my favorite line that you wrote. And it's hard because we go back and forth so much. I don't even know if we particularly know which line and line. We didn't really itemize it like that.
But on an emotionally connecting way, it's not the most clever lines. It's the one that put it on the floor for us.
Okay.
If I try, you try, we try. That's really the overall concept of when we started.
So true.
Because without that joint effort, even in our creative process, you can't get to the other side. You can't get out of it what you truly desire to get out of it. So for me, those lines stuck out to me. And you definitely wrote them lines.
No, that's
off
crazy.
Top of the head too, So
yeah, that was a freestyle.
Yeah, no, that was the section we were at, and it made sense melodically, it made sense lyrically, but it stuck with me. Yeah, and even rhythmically, how you put it in there, it gave a little bit of movement to the motion that we had already, the scene that we had already created. It kind of took us to the next part of the scene.
Yeah. I think for me, the second verse, the way you decided to come in, we've been getting so much stronger. Anytime you hear it, say, hold me longer. It was just nuts to me. I loved what you were like the direction you were taking it in, because I think in the beginning, in the first verse, I'm complaining.
Right, there was a little doubt.
Yeah.
It was a little doubt. It was a little, hey, look, what we doing?
The hell? Your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't kids no more.
Exactly.
And then on the second verse, I think you just solidified that there was real love there.
Yeah.
So it's just so much storytelling. I think if you pay attention from beginning to end, it's always a ride.
Yeah.
And so the second verse, just taking us there, it makes me, I don't know, I think I can feel the story by the time we get to the second verse.
Right. Well, that's what we call as writer satisfying the situation. So that's one of them tools at that particular moment. Now, the thing is about it is, without being overly technical, these things are just working through us at this point in time. So we don't have to worry if we're gonna feel it or not by being overly technical. We already letting the lyrics and melody flow through us. So we can structure some other elements around it. So going into the second verse, it's like, all right, how do we approach a second verse if we've already said this in the first verse and we said this in the chorus? Now, how do we keep the listener all the way through the rest of this song to get back to the chorus without trying to skip, and they say, well, I wish the chorus would have just came back in. That's my favorite part. So,
hate that.
Yeah, because you stuck.
Yeah, it's like, damn. What do you do when they say that,
Exactly. It's stuck. But they're not going to say that about this. Any records that we have. We don't have that problem. So our solution was to approach it the way that we did and then give you something come in strong on the second verse. Yeah.
I agree. Can we hear that second verse?
Yeah,
let's play that second verse real
let's see if
quick.
We can jump to your second verse. Let's see if we can
get into this second verse. I don't know. Did we hear the first one all the way through?
I think we're right at the end. Let's
end?
Let's let it play.
Okay, let's do that. And I don't even care if the ocean closes. I gotta stop you right there just for 1 second. I have to tell this story.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something. That part, I don't even care if... Let me tell y'all something. I got to be completely honest. I had to do that part 15 times. Yeah. And I have it on tape. We will insert the video.
Show the footage.
Roll the footage. Exactly. Because, y'all.
I hear it for so bad. Even if the I don't even care, even if the ocean closes. Okay. If the ocean, if the okay. And I don't even care if the ocean closes. I did for shit. If the ocean, so I don't even care if the ocean closes. Okay. And I don't even care if the ocean closes. Do it one more time. And I don't even care if the ocean closes.
Because y'all, sometimes you overcomplicate things. Yeah. Me as a singer who grew up with all these people that I love and admire, from Brandy to Kim Burrell to Lauryn Hill, you got all these people that have completely made up the fiber of who I am. I can overcomplicate things and just make something that just supposed to be, nice and beautiful and melodic, and just make it a trigonometry problem. And the thing was, he was like, it's only 3. I don't even care if I overcomplicated it. I mean, I just don't know what was wrong with me. I was like, Brandon, he was like, well, you know what? I like that. I was like, no, I want to get it the way we're writing it. I was like, no. And I just kept adding extra in that damn run. But could you speak to, it was every time. Yeah. I don't even care. I was like, listen, babe. Babe. Calm down, okay? That's not what he's asking for. But just a little bit about that, Brandon. What did we that's crazy, yeah. What did we need? What were you looking for in that moment from that part? And why was those 3 so important? I know now why it was so important, because it feels so damn good. That's
that's
that what it is?
That's the reason why with something like that, it's about feel. It's just a inflection, because that was at the end of a phrase. So, just making sure that it feels right sometimes, and that extra note in there made it go a little too long, to where it almost not lose the feeling, but the impact that the 3 had. This is why you got to listen to the record. Yeah, what we breaking down, you'll be able to really go through and listen and say, okay, I really feel that part. And then try to imagine adding that extra note in there. And then from that note, getting to the next line.
It was too much. Yeah. I don't even care. And I think I was going, if. So it's just like, it was too much. But you was like, that 3. And once I nailed it and I hit it, I was like,
beautiful what you just did, though. Yeah.
And you was trying to make me keep it. I was like, nope.
No, it came out differently. That was beautiful. What you just did. Maybe we should know it. No, I'm just joking. It all sounds great, but focus on that feeling. Sometimes less is more. And we found that out with some of these records.
Self-edit. Big singers, we gotta self-edit sometimes, guys. Yeah. Big voices, we gotta pull back sometimes. But we're never gonna let them take away who we are. I'm always going to sing. That's what I'm born to do. Right. But it's nothing wrong with different approaches. And I think that for a while, I had people making me feel that if I did a different approach, I was selling myself short. I was not being true to myself. They trying to make me sing small. I don't want to sing small. Yeah. And it's like, I working with you helped me realize that like, that's not the case. We are going to use every part of your voice. We're going to go to every compartment. And that's what we did on this record.
No, you're definitely a star.
Thank you, Brandon.
All points intended. Yeah, get that one later.
Print that play, let's see.
All right, let's see what we got.
We finished what we started. Can we finish what we started? We've been getting so much stronger. Every time you're near, I say, just hold me longer. Every time you hear my fears, they subside. You really bring the best out of me. That's every time. Even though life be life, and you know where to find me. I'll be right here beside you. You don't have to bring me roses, and I don't even care if the ocean closes. 'Cause we still find a way. If I try, you try, we try. I cry, reply, you slide. My time's inside your life. So baby, can we finish what we started? Can we? First of all, it just rides. I gotta shout out the producer of this record, Diener.
Shout out.
You smacked, you snapped. He produced my entire album, and y'all, it's just such a beautiful, cohesive album.